Suave afternoon, suave afternoon, suave afternoon. This is Brother Suave, your mind-blowing, thought-provoking, and eye-opening on-air personality, life coach, psychotherapist, author, and creator. Hope you guys having a suavelous day.
Yeah, and with that, let's commence the pay.
Okay, I'm so suavelous, you so suavelous.
Together we can fix the trauma that's befallen us.
Divine social interactions remains marvelous.
Mind-blowing, suavelicious talk, higher consciousness. But think, letting that your heart speed trouble, Dr. Brother Suave.
Divine light get you dull.
Greetings, this is Dr. Brother Suave, your mind-blowing, thought-provoking, and eye-opening on-air personality, life coach, psychotherapist, author, creator, and host of Social Therapy with Dr. Brother Suave. Just thanking God for waking me up to see a day I've never seen before, and thanking God for allowing me to wake up with my health, life, and strength. Another day to get it right, and another day to tell my friends and family members I love them. So just being grateful for life, being grateful for everything, my mentors, my life, my family, my finances, and my friends. Just thanking God for all those things. Today, we're going to continue to celebrate the life and legacy of Queen Mother, Mayor Shirley Gibson. Last week, we was able to share my experiences along with my producer, sharing our experiences, how she impacted our lives, and how she was my mentor, how we worked together, service the community, and how we were board members on a regional community collaboration on violence. And it was just, we had a short episode. It was just being able to just acknowledge her because she was a great person. She was a great person. She was a great mentor of mine and a person of conviction. I just really appreciate her. And so we continue. Yesterday, they had her funeral services at in Miami Gardens, South Florida, New Way Church. Great services. Unfortunately, I was unable to make it because I'm here in Atlanta. I had some family members here in town with me. But nevertheless, we're going to be having some very special guests coming on tonight. You're having Councilman Reggie Leon. He's a lifelong resident of Miami Gardens. He was councilman, vice mayor. He was the very first elected to the city council in 2018. He was born and raised in Miami Gardens, educated in the great city of Miami Gardens. And as a product of a single parent, he learned the value of hard work, education, community, and the importance of service to others.
First of all, as we pay homage to Mayor Gibson, it is a wonderful place to be for what she did for us, to be in Miami Gardens. If you sit back and you just look at the scope of this, she was able to build the largest African-American city in the state of Florida. Some reports show the third largest in the country. And when you look at, we're going on our third council right now. So just the birth of this vision has pushed the next level of leadership. She literally birthed the city and she birthed leaders at the same time. Because through that, you had leaders that were city council members that remind you that this never existed 20 years ago. But now you have a city of 7 new elected officials that's now in the pot to go higher. So some people left and they went to the county. Some people left and went to become, you have Felicia Robinson, state representative, Oscar Breenan, state representative, Sharon Pitchett, state representative, Oliver Gibson, county commissioner, and all of those people came under her tutelage from her village. And she birthed them into the next generation of politics just by starting right here in Miami Gardens. And I don't think people actually can grasp that. She took something and created more black elected officials. Remember, mind you, before that, I know you mentioned Opalaka. You growing up in Opalaka, we had Mayor Robert Ingram, and that was basically the extent of our black mayors in Dade County at one point. And then you had on the north side of Dade County, and now with that movement, just created so much more opportunity to where Miami Gardens is now at the forefront of some people would say the world. I'm meeting with developers right now, and what we have going on in Miami Gardens is like no other. So to continue to birth this out, and then I had the pleasure, and some people say pleasure, but it's not hard. Then she lived in my district, and so that's not easy because I have congresswoman, councilwoman, the first mayor. They all live in my district. And so those are some heavy hitters. So when you see them calling you, you already know they're not calling to play any games. And being able to gain their confidence and was amazing. I am the first generation of elected officials in my family. So starting literally from the bottom and creating a name for myself was very important. And to have not only create a name for yourself, because you can do this in a good way or a bad way, but to gain trust. The person who birthed this city out was tremendous.
So marvelously blessed by God to be engaged. But the most thing I would like to tell you and your audience, I love what I do. And I'm telling you not because I just want to make you feel good about me, but I'm a very humble person. I believe that to be humble, one can reach all goals that God has you to reach, and that's what I've been. And I just love people. I love my people.
And also, Broadway, Cuthbert Harewood is one of my dear friends. He's a community activist, a community leader, an entrepreneur, and a visionary. This brother has done many things in the community, mentored a lot of people, and man, when you say buy back the block, this brother has done it. But he's done it and showed people that it can be done. He's done built a lot of relationships with local politicians, but also citizens in the community, and I can really call him a dear friend.
Well, first of all, I'd like to give thanks to my Father which is in heaven for allowing us to be able to do this here. So she could look down and see the work that she didn't go in vain. We will continue trying to do as good as she did. Because at the end of the day, everybody is not as special as she was. And I say that wholeheartedly because when I was making a lot of moves and a lot of transitions, a lot of things going on, getting a street name after me, 207 and 27th, all the way down by keeping the street clean, I had a little conversation with her and say, well, what about this? And she said, Broadway, you can't stay on one side of the track. You got to work with the Democrat and you got to work with the Republican in order to get your community right. Don't let nobody box you in a box where you cannot help your people. You're gonna have to talk to both sides. That don't mean you like neither one of them, but you're gonna have to do what you're gonna have to do to make your community the best community in all. At that time, I didn't accept it right away because hey, I'm a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with the Republicans. But after watching how she maneuvered to be able to bring all those goodies, the big keys and all that stuff that she brought to Miami Garden, she was able to maneuver and make those things happen because she was able to walk on both sides of the table. And everybody understood when she came in there, it was just about business. It ain't about how you look or how you talk or what college you went to. Her thing was how it's gonna get done. That's what I took from her. And it helped me to be more rounded. I know mayors everywhere. I got everybody on roller dial, speed dial. Every single one of them, at least 5 of them. But to understand what she brought to me, to allow me to understand you could be a better person if you don't box yourself in a box. And I thank God for her giving that to me, because now she allowed me to grow more so I could tell more people what she taught me.
And just remember, great minds create great places.